Hi, Chloe.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. You were our first ever Young Hollywood interview when we got our new studio. I don't know if you remember.
I remember that. It was years ago now, but I totally remember that. Yeah.
Congrats on all the success that you've had over the years.
Thank you very much.
We're excited to talk to you about Tom and Jerry today. Do you think that you would have ever worked in a hotel in real life?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty like badass job, quite frankly. There's so much that goes into it, and people work incredibly hard in that career path. So I don't know if I have honestly the management skills to deal with all those working parts. Quite frankly, I really bow down to that for sure.
And for in the movie, you would take, the resume and use it as your own. Do you think you'd ever do that in your real life?
Oh, no way. No way. Like I can definitely, lie like, "Oh, I can speak this language or this," you know what I mean? There's definitely some fibs you tell as an actor. "Oh, do you know how to drive a stunt vehicle?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure, I have a license. I guess I can do that." So there's definitely some white lies that I've told, but I would never take credit for someone else's jobs.
Did you watch Tom and Jerry growing up, the original?
Big time. I think it was one of the earliest cartoons I watched. I was always so in love with cartoons growing up. I'm still in love with cartoons. And I would say Tom and Jerry is one of the earlier ones I watched because, you didn't have to understand the dialogue.
Right.
There was no kind of, verbal sequencing that would happen. It was really just watching their antics on screen, watching it ensue with a wonderful soundtrack and the crazy sound effects we love so much.
Do you think you would be the cat or the mouse?
Oh, in real life, I bet I'm definitely more of a mouse, but I care more about the cat. I definitely think I think Tom really, he hits me in the heart. I really love Tom.
Totally, and then kind of behind the scenes looking at the movie, obviously, a lot of people will be like, "Oh my god, like, how did she film that and everything?" How was it, actually filming that kind of movie?
I mean, those are all the questions that I had going in. I was like, how is it going to be filming this movie? How are we going to do it? What's the technicality behind it? And the answer was no one really knew. We were just trying to figure it out as we were going and kind of, recreate sequences and scenes where it's as if I'm acting opposite people, but I'm acting opposite nothing. So there was a lot of, fun smoke and mirrors, and 99% of the time it was me, acting opposite myself and my own brain.
Yeah.
So it was a test, and it went really well.
Who's one person that you hope watches the movie?
Um, Families, it's not really one person, but I really hope that this is a multi-generational film that, grandparents, mothers, fathers, children. I really think this is a multi-generational movie, and I also think it's so culturally diverse, and I think that's so important. And I really think this film is so progressive and wonderful, and at the same time, it harkens back to the classic stories of Tom and Jerry and why we love that so much.
Exactly, and then one last little thing is you pointed out the sneaker that he was wearing in the movie. Are you actually a sneakerhead in real life or
Oh,
no?
for sure, and so is Tim Story, and I showed up with my Travis Scotts on, and he was so jealous of me, and, Tim and I will always send each other sneakers back and forth, and he's like, "If you get these, I'm gonna come over and, like, take them off
Yep.
your feet," and I'm like, "Yeah, good luck if you're gonna try and fit into them." So, for sure, I'm a big
That's so
sneakerhead.
funny. Well, thank you so much, Chloe, and congrats on everything.
Thank you, thank you. Talk to you later.
See ya.